Hi guys, I know I haven't posted in a while. Don't cuss me. I know I'm getting a lot of cuss out. Thanks to the people who've been watching my videos and telling me how much they love them and how much they inspire them. My videos are usually a little dark because I wish I could actually just video without showing my face. But anyways, I really wanted to address a point, and that is the hypocrisy of society. Now, yesterday I was watching a Hay House, or I was listening to a Hay House audio, and it was talking about this book called The Top 10 Regrets of the Dying. And apparently it was written by this lady who attended to, a lot of dying people, and she basically found out what their regrets were. And one of the main regrets was that, people said they were sorry they were not able to be themselves. They weren't brave enough to be themselves, and also to express themselves because of fear of what other people would think. Now, a few months ago, this lady asked me to do a master class in Canada to basically teach crochet. I didn't tell her a price. She suggested a price for me, and she was going to pay for my hotel and everything like that. Now, she started following me on social media, and just yesterday she's basically going to tell me, oh, she can't work with me anymore because as much as I'm a brilliant and talented person, a lot of my posts are negative. And she basically sent me back a quote I sent where I said, you need to, if you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. Before you judge and criticize others, make sure you have your shit together. And she's going to be basically saying a lot of my posts shock her. Now, everybody who knows me knows that I'm very expressive, okay? And I've toned down a lot on social media because I understand that, people are judgmental. But if I can't use words like shit in expressing myself, that's just who I am. If you're going to have a problem with that, well, take away yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not how she said she didn't want to work with me. It's the way she said it, as if to say she's better than me because I expressed myself a certain way, or because, I know I don't degrade people or lash out at people, you know what I mean? I do express my political, my cultural, my spiritual views. And I think it is really sad in society where, for example, people can walk around praising Jesus all day long and talking about how much they love Jesus. But the minute you say, oh, well, Jesus is not my philosophy, if somebody maybe they're a Buddhist or they're a Muslim or they're something else, we start bashing each other, or, you start looking at the other person a certain way. Why is that? It's the same thing with politics. If you and somebody are of different views politically, they're going to start looking at you like, something's wrong with you, or you and them can't get along. That's just foolishness. These things are petty things. You understand what I'm saying? And people need to be able to express themselves. Me expressing myself and being who I am does not take away from my talent. You understand what I'm saying? I lived up in the hills for a whole year, planting my own food, carrying my water, and I started getting dreams that I was being selfish with my talents. So I came back down into the world to share my talents with people. And the people who are going to benefit from that are going to benefit. If I have to conform to a certain behavioral standard, because guess what? I don't work for a company. I represent Brand Minka. You understand what I'm saying? And Brand Minka is just how I am. Take me or leave me, but don't try to cage me. You understand? So I'm having an issue with, and I will not be one of those people who on their dying day I'm going to regret not living my life to the fullest. I'm going to regret, being who I am and being the expressive self who I am. Another problem I have with people is that when you're venting, they're going to tell you, oh, don't make people dry out. No, but it's not worth it. Venting is natural. It's okay to get angry. Anger is not evil. Anger is not something negative. It only gets negative when there's too much of it and it goes overboard. As Jamaicans say, too much of a one thing, no good for nothing. Which means that too much of one thing is not good. Okay? So we need to cut that out, and we really need to cut out the hypocrisy, because I deal with people on an everyday basis and I see how much they have this show and this is how they live, and then really and truly when you get to find out how they really are, it's very far from what they're expressing out there to the outside world. And we need to cut it out. We need to cut out this hypocrisy. I'm tired of it. I am tired of it. And I tell people all the time, do not put me in a box because I am not dead yet. Anyways, peace out. Love you guys. You know, I'm going to be doing more videos soon, giving some more tips and stuff. But, you know, that's just my little 5 cents of, you know, people need to be themselves, and it should be okay for you to be yourself. And if you can't be yourself around people, then you try to take away yourself from them. All right? Blessings.